Howdy everyone, welcome to another day of training with Mustang Ambassador. I'm trying a new camera angle today. Hopefully it catches more of the action. I know in the past two, there's some spots where he's in the corner and you can't really see everything that's going on. So hopefully this works better. Today I came and had lunch in his pen. I sat over here by this tree on this tarp over here and ate my lunch, and he came over and said hi a few times. I like being able to do that because it allows horses like him a chance to be curious about me and what I'm doing. He hasn't been super curious about me. He's been very curious about the things that I set up around his pen. You can see I have like a jolly ball, a fly mask. I had that tarp hanging in the back. I like to leave things up for horses to look at. It's kind of like a little bit of passive desensitizing. They get to experience different things in their environment, and I think it's really healthy for them. So me having lunch in his pen over here, not really paying attention to him, just being a part of his environment, gave him a chance to be curious about me and realize that I'm not always here to put a lot of pressure on him. So I think that was really healthy for him, and we're going to get to work today and go over some of the things that we've done in previous days. Hopefully I can finish getting his dreadlocks out and start to lead. So we'll see where the day goes. Yeah, a lot less headshot. Almost. I was just about to release. So I just wanted to see where he's at with that. What I'm going to start doing, because I've learned one of the best tricks for working with him, is making him work when he gets fidgety or loses attention. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to make his feet move a little bit every time he decides to leave me. Good boy. Let's move a little further. I want the camera to be able to see you. And it's dried up a lot around the edges of this pen, so I'm able to do a lot more moving of his feet. Of course, now I have to stand in the middle where all the mud is, but that's okay. Come on. So to clarify, if he just steps away a little bit, that's when I'll follow him and continue this pressure. But when he leaves and I can't follow him, that's when I'm going to make his feet work. Keep going, keep going. Oh, boy. Good boy. He's got pretty much just this one big dreadlock left. I might see if I can do a little work on that to start off our session with something laid back. Once I get a halter on him, I'll be wanting to brush it out with some Green Horse Organics. See, after a few times of moving his feet, I can tell he's like, okay, if I sit here and tolerate this lady, I don't have to get put to work. So it's not really a punishment, just a consequence. He's starting to learn the rules. That one was a spook, but I'll still work his feet. He's starting to learn the rules, which are, if he lives up to my expectations, life is easy. If he sits there and lets me detangle his mane, he doesn't have to do any work at all. Whereas if he gets fidgety, or if he leaves, or if he's just not sure, I'll put his feet to work on a little approach and retreat until he's comfortable. My hands, so I'm just going to do this until he softens up a little bit. That's better. Good boy. You're going to be so pretty when all these tangles are out, buddy. Now I move the whip. So it's going to follow him until he stops his feet. Good. And turns to look at it. Good. I'm going to keep doing this motion until he settles. My body language isn't asking him to go. He's just going because the whip's going. Good boy. Good boy. Let's move to where the cameras can see you, buddy. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Lick and chew. He just needs a little more reward for standing still. I think that's the main thing we need to work on today. So I'm doing the same thing with my hand now. It's following until he stops and hopefully acknowledges it. Go away, puppy. You can come say hi to the horsey when he's gentle. No, get out of here. I'm babysitting my boyfriend's dog for the day. There you go, good puppy. See how he tilted his nose towards me and just kind of was like, yeah, what's going on over there? I like that, so I'll give him a little break for that. Let's see if I can get in here with both hands now and work on this dreadlock. I almost like it when they come in. See? That's okay. Good. There we go. So my hands will follow until he settles. I was saying, I almost like it when they come in with dreadlocks because I have to get those out as soon as possible. So it gives me a lot of bonding time with them before I get the halter on. It makes me take it slower and spend a lot of relaxing time around them. So I almost love that. Plus, I like puzzles with my hands. I like undoing dreadlocks. I like braiding. I like doing those sorts of things with my hands. So it's kind of cool to do. There we go. And these actually aren't too bad, even though there were a lot of them. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just taking the hair, I work from bottom to top on the knot. So the lowest part of the knot up to the roots of the knot. And I just pull it apart, gently pull the hairs apart sideways, try to loosen up that knot, and see where I can start combing with my finger. Good boy, there. We got some licking and chewing, some release of tension. So I'll back off for rewarding him, or to reward him for kind of like, this isn't so bad. So I'm rewarding the thought process behind him coming to trust me. So he left because he got bored. Now I'm going to work his feet a little bit. You're so close to being done. Just 10 more minutes with your name. Good boy. Thank you for licking and chewing. Thank you. Yeah, so like I said before, kind of okay or average horse trainers, average horsemen, reward their horses for what they do. What we really want to do is reward their horses for what they're thinking. So I'm not rewarding him for licking and chewing because licking and chewing is necessarily what I want to see. Like, the end goal is not that he licks and chews all the time, because that's not useful. But licking and chewing is a symptom of him starting to realize this isn't so bad. So I'm really rewarding his thought process, not really his actions so much. And that's where you'll start to really succeed with your horses. It's when you can start rewarding them for even thinking about doing the right thing. At my dog, that's okay. I'll just break his feet a tiny bit. Okay, a little bit further. Oh yeah, a lot of dead hair in this one. This is one of his biggest dreads. Mustangs really are a labor of love. You don't spend 2, 3, 4, 5 combined hours detangling a mane like this if you don't really love what the product is going to be and who the horse is going to turn out to be. I mean, it just really goes to show that the amount of time, care, and patience you put into them, you reap that back later with what they've done with the time you've given them. I'm not the best with words, but it really is beautiful. It's a beautiful metaphor for the horse. You're so close, buddy. Then we're going to have to get some good pictures. Oh, yeah. That's where I want it. That's much better. Good. Good boy. That's lots better. That's where he needs to be consistently before I try to put a halter on. I think in his head by now he knows, her hands aren't going to hurt me. But when I approach kind of quickly, he's still like, oh! Like he gets that feeling in the stomach. Right when you drop on the roller coaster, you know it's going to happen. You know it's not going to hurt you. You know you're going to be safe. But when you drop, you're still like, oh! And you tense up and you think about running. I think that's what's going through his brain right now. So over time, we'll condition that response out of him. He's got a thick forelock. Look at this stuff. That's what I like. Good. That's lots better. You remember him, buddy? Be able to be on both sides of your body. So he didn't like this motion. I'm just going to continue to do it. Try to keep him in one spot. Until he settles a little bit. Let me get back to your bad side, buddy. I know you don't like it, but we need to work on it. Good. He has such cute little ears. Hang on, Bub. Good. A bee just landed in his mane. Ah! Come on, little bee. We don't want you here. Woo! There it goes. Glad I'm not afraid of bees. So he'll have to get used to this motion a little bit better before the halter goes on. Put me back on your bad side, buddy. You don't get to choose. up, that's all. Just a little more work on that side and we'll be ready. That's a good boy. He still doesn't like it. Kind of like, if I have to. Better than nothing. Hang on. We're almost done. Good boy. Good boy. I accidentally smacked his front leg with the end of this whip. He was so good about just like, what? What just happened? And then freak out and spin out and run away. That's why I really love the temperament of this horse. So I think what we'll do now, a little bit of desensitizing the ropes, take a break, come back, work on haltering. So what I like to do, I like to put this halter over my shoulder like it's like my little handbag, so that I have the rest of this to use for desensitizing. You want to see it? Good boy. Wow, good boy. Maybe we'll just jump right into haltering. You're already so good at this. Yeah! That's the first step in haltering, is being able to throw this lead rope over their neck without them freaking out. And now he's kind of like, what's going on? So I'm just going to swing this at him until he stops his feet. Take some time to look at go away. Just stand still, hang out, and be patient. Oh, that one kind of smacked him. I'm glad he stood still for it. Yeah, he's a quick learner for sure. Try your bad side. So I'll keep doing this until he settles. He's going to realize I'm not actually asking him to move. Good. Good, because I'm not reprimanding him when his feet stop. Instead, I'm rewarding him when his feet stop. Good boy. And I'm not rewarding him when his feet go, because the pressure that he's kind of nervous about still happens. So the reward, good, is when this thing he's nervous about stops happening. And the answer that he's looking for, right when he gives that answer, pressure goes away. So whatever he was doing right before the pressure goes away, he's going to realize he wants to try that again next time. That's pretty good. Good. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. You're good. Yes, you're good. We're going to go ahead and try the next step, which is being able to fling this throat latch under. He's not so sure yet. So hang on a second. I'll rub him down with it a minute. And I'm going to pull him off the fence here. I don't want him so close to the fence. I don't want him to feel stuck. So I'll put him in a little bit of a better spot for y'all to see, hopefully. Oh, what happened to your mane? Honey. Oh my goodness, I'm making dreadlocks all over again. This is going to have to be put in braids as soon as possible. Good boy. Good. I know, first one. I know. You want this big one? This one goes over the top, buddy. What? Good boy. Oh no! I didn't want this in the mud! Now I'm asking him to move. Gross! Well, it was going to get muddy sooner or later, I guess. without him trying to switch on me or leave. Good boy. Yeah, that's what I want to see, buddy. Let's come in and love on him. Barking over there at the other horses. Good boy. See, buddy? That's what we want. And we are back. I took a break, let him decompress, charged my camera battery up a little bit, and we're ready to start haltering again. Hey, big boy. So we'll just pick right up where we left off. Good boy. Good boy. You don't see it? He's a good boy. I think a break did him some good. Good, there we go. I'm also starting to work on some pressure and release with my hands here. Which means if I gently tug his face over, he should give. This is going to make it easier for him to learn once he's got the halter on his face. Good. Good boy. There we go. Very good. Oh, I think a brake really did him well. He's a lot quieter, less fidgety, less fried than he was earlier. Hey, hey. Good boy. Hold still, bud. So we're going to make sure the step is solid before moving on. Good boy. Alright. So earlier I said step 2 is to be able to... Wow! Yeah, I'll have to take note of that. I think this brake really did his brain well. I think earlier he just was working for too long, using his brain for too long, and kind of got fried. So I'll have to make note that when he starts showing those signs, he's just really looking for a break. Because we're coming back now, and he's way better than he was before. Good boy. So step 2 is pretty good. Step 3, good. Is to be able to, good, gently guide his nose through his halter. He doesn't seem to have too much of a problem with it touching his face. Good. We'll just do that a few times. And then step 4 will be to put this through the loop and tie it. I'm not going to tie it right now because I want to practice these steps some more. But I'm going to make this noise. Sometimes horses don't like this noise of the rope against rope. He doesn't really seem to mind it. So that's good. Awesome! So I could have haltered him, but I'm going to do all the steps at once, like I'm haltering a normal horse. And if he can stand there and not spook at that, then we're ready. If not, it needs more practice. So step 1, walk up through the rope over. Okay, he's a little fidgety, so we'll practice that. Good boy. He just did a big sigh. That's good. Oh, and there's the licking and chewing. That's good. We'll back off now. I'm really impressed at how well his brain is doing after taking a break. Really impressed. Here we go again. Walk up. Throw the rope over. A little bit tense, so we'll practice. Good. Good boy. Try again. See if we can get this step done without flinching. There we go. Good boy. So then we get to move on to step 2, which is, oh, where's the end of this thing? Hi. I blew in his nose. He didn't like that. Hey, buddy. It's okay. We'll start over again. Good boy. So step 1, walk up, rope over. Good. Step 2, throat latch. Oh, I missed. Throat latch over the top. Step 3, nose through here. Step 4, we're going to tie it up. So I am going to tie it this time since he did all the steps good. And I'm pretty much going to get it as tight as possible without hurting him, because if he pulls on it, it's probably going to get a little bit looser. And I don't want it to end up getting so loose that it's nearly falling off his face, because that's no good. So I'll tie it up nice and snug, get that knot tight. I'm going to tuck the end of this halter through the throat latch. And then I'm going to drop this rope on the ground. There we go. He's all haltered. Good boy. So what I like to do next is I like to make him free lunge in this pen a little bit. Let him step on that rope and feel that pressure so that if he does have to freak out, it's all at a distance and it's not on top of me. So here we go. Let's keep going, buddy. So this is going to touch his legs now. You might spook at that. He's probably going to step on this rope and put some pressure on his nose. And we just want him to start to get used to those sort of things on his own. Let's change directions. Good boy. He's doing great so far. This rope is getting muddy. Okay. Good boy. Oh, lots of licking and chewing. Good boy. Well, I usually like to make him step on it first, but he hasn't done that yet. This lead rope is so gross now, I don't want to pick it up. I'm going to go get my gloves. Let's do this thing. So, oh, this is so nasty. To start leading, what I'm going to look for first, good, is just for his head to give like that. Oh, there's something attached. So if I pull off to the side here, well, he's going to resist for a second. Good. I want his nose to come in the direction that I'm pulling. Good. Oh, licking and chewing. That was so smart. Good. Let's try the other side a little bit. He's already kind of looking at me. Good. Oh, almost. Ah! I got my glove pulled off. Alright, so I'm holding pressure. I'm going to see if I can go around to this side and pull him around. Oh, come on, bud. I want to be able to ask him to follow this pressure. Good. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Good boy. You're so smart. Now let's try this again. So now I'm asking his feet to move over towards me. Good. Almost. Good. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. I think he'll figure this out really quickly. So now I'm going to pull his feet over this way. You can go backwards, that's fine. But I'm trying not to let him spin all the way around. Good, there we go. It's a little better. Good. I'll pull his feet over this way. Yeah, that's better. Good boy. The reason I go off to the side here is it's a little easier to get him off balance, to unlock his feet. There you go. Good boy. So I'm looking for those front feet to move, not just the back feet. If I pull straight on from the front, see how easily he can lean back into that pressure and use his whole weight against me? Well, when I pull off to the side here, good. It's a little bit harder for him to be sticky. Good boy. That's what I want. That's what I want. This way, buddy. Good. Exactly what I want. Good boy. Kind of. Kind of. No, don't spin your butt around. There, that's better. Good boy. Good, that's what I want. Let's try again. Good, almost. Too far, too far. Back to me. Back to me. Good, there we go. Too far. Good. This way. Good, yeah! Good boy! Yeah, he's licking and chewing. I'll let him think about that for a second. All I'm really doing now is I'm asking him a question. I'm like, hey, what do you think this means? He's giving me a few different answers, but I only reward him when he gives me the right one, just like that. I'll reward him by letting that slack go again. Good boy! You're so good. Can I put your face? Come on. I get to use this to bring you back to me now. Now training gets fun. This way. Good boy. Starting to turn these into forward steps, which is awesome. That's what I like to see. Good boy. Good boy. This way. Good boy. Oh my goodness. You're so smart. I don't think I've ever had less rearing when teaching a horse to lead. Oh, I know. I know. You're just a big pushover, aren't you? I'm just kidding. Good boy. I think he's just pretty ground bound. He's got a lot of weight on his big heavy bones. It's kind of sensitive here. Let's keep walking. Good boy. He's way less stubborn than I thought I would be. I kind of equate older, he's not old, he's just 7, but older geldings, especially those heavy draft type geldings, I kind of equate them to being like really easy to like be around, really mellow, really chill, but also really stubborn and stuck in their ways, kind of. But this guy's not being stubborn at all. Good boy. He's really picking up on this. He's like, oh, you want me to move forwards? Okay. Come on. Don't make those silly faces. Come on. Good boy. What a good boy. Let's go this way. Good boy. I'm making you walk through the mud. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Good. Now I can work a lot more on these headshot exercises, so you can't get away with as much. So one of the ones I like to do is bringing your hand at the face real fast, like this. Good. Do a little clinching. Good. And then once they kind of get over it a little bit, you just be real soft, real loving. Try this side of the face. I think today's his breakthrough day. Good boy. Good boy. Keep backing up like that. I'll just keep coming until his feet stand still. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, remember how defensive he was the other day? I haven't really worked on it much since then, but obviously his trust has come a long way. Good boy. Like me touching his belly. I'm not going to push this today. I'll just rub around the spot where he didn't like. Already demonstrated a lot of trust today. So we're not going to do anything he's overly uncomfortable with. Good boy. There we go. That's enough now. Down this other side a little bit. Good boy. You're so handsome. He's so smart. I really am thrilled with this guy. Good boy. A little bit of defensiveness. It's okay. We won't push it too much today. Good, licking and chewing. Good job. Just a little bit. Good job. That is there. So we're done with messing with his legs today. Do a little more leading. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all can see, but this dog just tried to do a flying leap into the water trough and it didn't really work out. Ah, she's a hoot. Come on, buddy. buddy. You want to say hi to the camera? They think you're handsome. Come on. Good. Come on. Is that as close as you're going to get? Huh? Is that as close as you're going to get? Well, we might as well do some more rope desensitizing exercises. These are going to help him with everything else he needs to learn in life. This exercise here. This exercise here will build up to desensitizing to anything I throw at him, including this tarp here, which we might try in a minute, and saddle pads, saddles. This motion here, getting him used to this motion, making sure he knows he's supposed to stand still when this happens. This is a foundation for everything. So as long as he's nervous, this motion is going to keep on happening. I'm going to try and stay on his same side I started on. Good. When he stands still and relaxes, starts to take it easy, that's when I can stop this motion. Right now he's standing still, but he's kind of locked up. So I'm going to wait for him to settle into this. Good. There's some licking and chewing. Good. Let's get out of the mud, buddy. Good boy. That's a good boy. Let's do some on this side. This is going to help when we get the halter off, and tomorrow I go to halter him again and throw this rope over. I'm going to be a lot more experienced with this. Try those legs again. So once again, I'm going to wait until he really shows me a sign that this is okay. Right now he's kind of like, ugh, I can sit here and take this. And I want him to sit here and take this, not because he feels like he has to, that's his only option, but because he truly understands that this is okay. And it almost becomes like a lazy, boring thing we do, like, oh, I get to sit here and yawn while she throws this rope all over me. Lucky me. That's kind of what I want his attitude to be. It helped earlier when I rubbed his neck while this was going on. Try some of that. What you got there? Is that some mud? Try some of this. Make it soothing. Freya, don't run off with my flag. She's a menace. She's got my flag in her mouth and she's running across the pasture. There's a big sign. There's a big sigh. Go ahead. Okay, so I am really upset at myself right now because I had about like 10 minutes where the camera wasn't filming. My camera only films for 30 minutes at a time, and usually I'm really good about like stopping the camera before it hits that 30-minute mark of where it stops recording. But I just got so into this session that I forgot to check, and so there's like a little bit of desensitizing that was completely missed by the camera. I'm really upset about it, but we can do a little quick recap right now. There was some desensitizing and then some leading. So I'll go ahead and show y'all what we did. Oh, I know. You said more desensitizing? Basically, I started throwing this rope over his hindquarters, and he was really good, so y'all didn't miss any action. Y'all just missed, basically, oops, I accidentally got his belly. Y'all just missed, like, a bunch of clips of this, because he's been really good at this desensitizing stuff so far. And then, once I was sure he would be good about his hindquarters being touched with the rope, I started rubbing these down, and that's about as far as I got with rubbing them down. I just don't want to ask too much of him today. Even though he is a good boy. I also did a little bit of this. I think y'all saw some of this. Good. Good. They'll be ready to pick up those feet pretty soon, which is awesome. Because I like to have a horse's feet done before we really get into some difficult exercise. Good boy. So I also threw the rope over a bunch on this side, brushed down his hindquarters some with my hand, and he was very good about it. Got some dirt here. Where'd you get this dirt spot from? Good. And then I did a little bit of padding up here, on the sides, and up on his back. And he pretty much did just this. And then I started leaning up against him a little bit, starting to get him used to the feel of some pressure on his body, because that's one of the first things I do to start getting a horse ready to be ridden. So I lean up against them, I put some pressure on their back, and just kind of see how they take it. Good, good. I'm not going to squeeze them too hard here. I am going to give him a little bit of a squeeze, start getting him used to the feeling of some pressure on his back. That's very good, buddy. And then the other thing I said that the camera mixed was, come on. Good. I say good boy like pretty much once every minute when I'm working with him because he is so good. So if one of y'all is really good at like going through YouTube footage and putting those like compilations together that people make, it would be so cool if someone could go through and pick out all the spots where I said good boy when working with him and like put it together into a like entire video of his own. I'm pretty sure it would be like at least 10 minutes long just of clips of me saying good boy, because it's like at least once per minute I say it, because I'm just so thrilled to be working with him. He really is such a cool horse, and I'm really grateful that he's the one my client picked. He's just so cool. I mean, this is our third day of working. He just learned to lead. I'm like patting him all over, giving him big hugs. Hey! That wasn't cool. I don't know where that came from, but no, bad behavior. So I just made sure to move him out of my space. Now I'm going to go back to doing exactly what it was before he decided to tell me enough. Because that was not cool. He didn't actually try and bite me, he kind of threatened, but not cool. Not cool, dude. So I'm going to keep my hand up by his face to protect myself in case he goes in again. I'm not sure where that came from. I don't expect to see it again, though. I think he's just getting kind of cranky with me being all over him, but that's okay. He can get used to it. I think he kind of felt like this was an attack, but it's not. There we go. Let's do a little more leading, buddy. So at this point in his leading, until he needs it, I'm not going to be really using any pressure. I'm walking. I only close my hand when he stops moving. Come on, he's getting sticky again. Come on, here we go. Good. We'll go around this way. Come on. You're fine. Good boy. There we go. He's watching a lot better this direction. So like I'm saying, there's slack in this line, so I need to give him a little extra pull. Good boy. Alrighty. He's going to get a little break for a minute while I go get some brushes and we'll do his mane. That'll be his last task for today. He only has to stay with me for another minute. I know. I know. I bopped you in the face because you tried to bite me. So I'll just leave this up here so it doesn't get muddy. I'll be right. So I'm going to make this quick since he seems to be getting a little cranky. I just need to do this today because I can't wait. I can't. I really can't. I have a problem. But I'm going to be using Green Horse Organics, the Everything Balm, called Equine Beauty Balm. So this is, hands down, always has been, always will be, well, always has been since I discovered it, always will be my favorite grooming product. It's a little hard right now because it's cold out. This is like a butter texture almost, so it's a little hard because it's cold. I'm gonna pick some out with the end of my brush and warm it up in my hands. But this stuff is literally magic. Like, it just is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This stuff, I mean, you gotta try it to see it. And I'm not saying this because I'm sponsored by Green Horse Organics, although it may seem like I am. This stuff is literally the most amazing grooming product I have ever come across. Hey, and it smells kind of funny to Mr. Ambassador right now. Good boy. It just, there's nothing better for controlling frizz, detangling, adding some shine to your horse's mane, keeping it nourished and healthy. It works really great as like a leave-in conditioner. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to brush this through his mane and then braid his mane all up. And you're just going to see how healthy this looks after just one dose of Green Horse Organics. I know I'm rambling. I know I sound like I'm trying to sell you a product, but I just really am in love with this stuff. You gotta try it for yourself to believe me, because every single friend I give this as like Christmas presents, birthday presents, wedding presents. Every single friend that's tried this has gone back and bought one. So if you want to try it for yourself, my code is Camille15. That'll give you 15% off some beauty balm. Nancy is a small business. She's really a wonderful person. I don't get paid for advertising these products. I just get, you know, some free stuff every now and then. I get my own discount code. So I'm not getting paid to say this stuff. I really only support businesses that I believe in. And I will never, ever, 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 ever recommend to you guys a different grooming brand, because Green Horse Organics just, like, is everything to me. I will never use anything else on my horses, and I will never recommend you guys use any other brands on your own horses, because this stuff, just already look at it. It just looks like it's been washed already. Like, I could take him to a show and he'd look like he'd fit the part, which is truly just amazing, because his hair has never been washed in his life, and he's 7 years old. Oh, does that make a funny noise? Nancy needs to start making some brushes of her own. This is a Biomane brush. This really is my favorite for getting through horses' manes, because it's very gentle. It doesn't pull out a lot of hair, and it helps defrizz as well. Good boy. Got some tangles in that big long forelock. Just look how much shinier this is already. And really, I'm not like big into anything organic for myself. I don't eat organic foods. I don't drink organic milk. I don't worry about organic like makeup or anything like that. But just seeing the difference between regular products on horses, which like have alcohols which will dry out their mane, and perfumes and artificial colors, all that stuff just dries out the horse's manes so much. I didn't notice how bad it was until I switched to using Green Horse Organics and could really see the difference. I'm gonna shut up now, because I feel like I'm going overboard on this stuff, but I'm sorry. I've been accused of sounding fake before when I'm recommending this stuff on like social media, but I just truly and honestly really believe in these products and really want everyone to try it for themselves, because once you do, you'll see the difference. Good boy. Just a few more tangles that I missed. Good boy. You're so good. Oh my goodness. You're so handsome. And you're so patient. And look how I've already brushed through most of his mane, and that's all that's come off. So it's really gentle on their manes. And he has surprisingly less breakage than I thought he would. With all the dreads he came in with, I thought a lot of this mane would be gone. But he has a lot left over. So I'm really pleased to see that. You're just so good. You're so handsome. Okay. There we go. We're done brushing. I'm going to have to pause to get a picture because this mane looks fantastic. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of braiding now. I don't think I'm going to band it at the ends. In case he doesn't like these braids, I'll want them to just fall out instead of him pulling them out. So, but I found that braiding them in after I put in the Beauty Balm really helps lock in the moisture and helps like really just condition it overnight. So, I'm going to start at the back here, I think. Easy. Did that feel funny? He's a good boy. Look how long this is. My goodness. This is going to be a lot of maintenance. This is not what I signed up for, buddy. I think I would just cry if something happened to these braids. You like to and chew now. This right here, this is the kind of quality time that's good for Mustangs. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is even longer than Tuxedo's mane. Time for another picture. Well, everyone, that was the end of the session for Mr. Ambassador. He did absolutely fantastic, even though he did get a little bit grumpy at one point. But we were still able to plug on and finish his Mustang makeover, so to speak. How amazing do these braids look? I was absolutely astonished that there was so much healthy hair left even after 7 years of dreadlocks. Really incredible to see firsthand, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it through the screen. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of Mr. Ambassador.